All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about self-management. And with self-management, we're going to talk about the subsection of problem solving or solving problems, okay? And so we're going to start with a short little video. So let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen because that's always my issue. We want sound and share. All right. Here we go.
The Problem Solving Factory. Hi, welcome to the Problem Solving Factory. On our tour today, we'll show you many ways to help you solve problems. In this room, problem solvers draw pictures or diagrams. They use all different types of charts and sketches to solve their problems. This kid sometimes forgets his weekly schedule. The solution? Draw a chart.
So
Let's check out another problem-solving room.
So how many of us have a daily schedule? Because we know what's going on in class, right? Our teachers all have that daily schedule for us. And some, I'm going to use a friend's, some have contracts like this, and they have their schedule on the side. And it tells us what we're doing daily. Some of y'all had those last year. And some don't need them this year. So Miss Goodger even needs a schedule. On my phone, I keep a lot of alarms, and those are to keep me on schedule so that I don't get lost during the day. And then they have another little problem. And let's listen to the next one.
In this room, problem solvers simplify the problem. They break down big problems into smaller ones that you can solve. This girl wants to join the soccer team, but she doesn't know how to play soccer, so that seems like a really big goal. But she decides to start small and learn how to dribble the ball. Ah, here is another problem-solving room. This problem solver is working backwards. He can't find his homework, but he thinks the last time he had his homework, he was sitting at the kitchen table. So he's working backwards and retracing his steps to find it. I want to show you one last problem-solving room. This is the room of trial and error. Problem solvers come here and try different ways to solve the problem. As you can see, this girl is trying to make it to the next level of a challenging game. She wasn't able to finish the level by jumping over obstacles, so she is trying a different strategy.
Now, how many of us, when we've played some kind of game, have gotten frustrated? Like you're playing Minecraft or you're playing Pokemon Go or some game. And when you're playing it, you get frustrated because you keep losing. Oh, you know the one I struggle with? Teach your monster to read. You know, when you have to like jump up and you flip and it does the sound on the flower, and then it goes further and you have to flip and get the flower, and then you have to remember to jump to the next bridge. Sometimes I forget and I don't jump right, and I jump too early, and then I jump and I land right down and it goes whoop to the next level, and then they're like, nope, you messed up. So
well,
we all
that's
struggle.
the end of our tour. As you can see, there are many different ways to solve a problem. Hope you can use some of the strategies next time you have a problem. Thanks for coming. Have a great day.
All right, so that gave us some ideas. Everybody has some kind of struggles, right? What is a problem? So not everybody has the same problems, right? Some friends struggle with staying focused, and some friends struggle with not getting frustrated when it's time to write. And some of our friends get frustrated when we have to stop and we don't feel like we're done, and we have to put things up and we're like not finished yet. So some of us struggle. So a problem, we have to then decide, is it a big problem or a small problem? Okay. And Usually a problem needs to be dealt with, right? We don't want the problem to just keep getting bigger and bigger till we blow up. So what do we do when we have a problem, right? What do we do? And when we have a problem, there's lots of solutions to come up with. Week before last, we talked about think, THINK, right? And the T stood for take a breath, 5 deep breaths. H, honor your feelings. I am frustrated. I am struggling. I have a problem. THI, the I was identify the problem, right? What is the problem? This work, having to write, having to focus. My body feels anxious. Whatever the problem is, we have to identify it so we know how to solve it, right? So THIN, N. So now we're going to make some solutions and narrow them down. Okay, what are some of the solutions? Narrowing them down. You can raise your hand, you can tell the teacher, you can tell your parent, you can ask for a 5-minute break, you can use your timer, you can just sit and breathe and try and listen, right? And so then THINK, K, keep the best choice. What's the best one for you, right? And so those are some of the ways to solve problems. And then the last one says, what are some strategies to solve problems, right? So there's lots of strategies. And today we're going to come up with a new strategy. So we've been talking about the think strategy. Today we're coming up with the step strategy, okay? So here's a new one to help us. Step. We're going to start at the bottom of the ladder, right? And we walk up. We say what the problem is. I'm feeling frustrated because I'm having to write, or because I don't feel good, or I'm feeling frustrated because I'm still sitting at the computer working, right? And then we think of some solutions. What could I do? I could tell mom and dad, I could tell the teacher I'm struggling. I could stop and breathe. I could look at the screen and just focus my ears and really listen. And think then the next step is explore the solutions. Is yelling out in class or at home the best solution? Oh no, right? If we yell at home, that's going to hurt mom and dad's feelings. And if we're yelling in class, then that distracts all of the students around us. Okay, so we don't want to yell. What's something else we could do? What's another solution to help us? We could, do you want to raise your hand? Could raising your hand and tell the teacher, I have a problem help? Or taking some deep breaths. Sometimes just breathing gets the oxygen in the brain. You just take 5 deep breaths. Right? So you're going to pick the solution that works best for you. And then it says pick the solution. And the next step is you're going to do that solution and you have it, okay? Let's go to the next slide. And we have some diving deeper. So I'm going to click over here. So these were those steps, okay? We're going to review them again. State your problem, okay? Whatever it is, you're going to state it. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to think of a solution. What will help you? Next, you're going to explore that solution, because sometimes we think just taking deep breaths is going to help, and it doesn't. Sometimes we think getting a drink of water is going to help, but it doesn't. So we have to explore so we get to the right one. Sometimes telling the teacher or your parent immediately helps. Like if sibling or another student's bothering you, going and telling your teacher helps. You're going to pick the solution because you try some, you're like, this is the one that works, right? So you're going to pick a solution, and then you're going to step up and try that solution out and keep on having a good day. So we did our steps, right? STEP, step. Okay. Let me see if I can stop sharing my screen. All right. So when y'all have a problem, you'll also have Zoom with me that y'all can get on every Monday and Wednesday. We get on Zoom and I get to see your wonderful faces. And if you're having struggles, you can let me know what they are, okay? And I can help problem solve those with you. And Miss Goodyear misses y'all, and I'm going to give you one little assignment that goes with our lesson, okay? And I'll look at your check-ins, and I hope you'll have an amazing day. Bye.